Hi. Hi, buddy. Good boy? You good boy.
I'm Alana McCarthy, and I am an illustrator from Toronto. I do illustration, design, murals, hand lettering. I actually knew I wanted to be something in the arts since kindergarten. I remember I was always at the craft table, like every single day. I would make these big construction paper creations, and they actually thought they were so good that I got to go to the principal's office, and he took a little Polaroid of me showing it off, and I was sold from then on. I think in school, I remember really struggling with finding my style. Like, especially because each teacher kind of had different assignments and different ways they wanted you to do things. So you were kind of stuck in that structure of a more experimental phase. So when I came out, I found my work was a little more disjointed. Eventually, I found myself, and now I think I have a really cohesive style. My work is full of bright colors. I like a lot of texture. I like kind of like a more painted, rough look to it. I like a lot of organic, natural subjects. Nature is a big thing for me, but it really does depend on what the client needs, because I am a commercial artist, so I am happy to collaborate with clients and solve their problems. When I first came out of school, I was still painting in acrylic. And then as the digital tools evolved, there was a point where I was like, I'm gonna try to do my acrylic style in Photoshop. The tools were finally there that I could replicate it. And that was just a game changer for me. So I was like, this is great. I can change colors on the fly. I could have things on different layers. I could swap out backgrounds, whatever I need to do. It really sped up my process. Geeky Pet was a little thing I started. I was actually helping my husband out at comic conventions, selling his comic, which was called Corduroy High. Slowly, I started bringing some prints and buttons and stuff of my own illustration work, and I'd take a little like slice of the table. And then one day a friend came up to me and he's like, you draw cats, right? Can you just draw my cat as Green Lantern in my sketchbook? And I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea. So I drew the sketch for him, and then the next year when we were doing the Comic-Cons, I did like a Batman, a Superman, and a Wonder Woman cat. And they just sold like crazy. Like, people went bonkers over them. And I was like, wow, I'm onto something here. So I've done like 80s movies, I've done like horror, like Pennywise and Jason and Wednesday Addams, and yeah, it's just cats being cats, but in that character. So I have a real superpower for like the little details that I would add to catify that character. I figure out the character and I try to think of the character in my head, and I do a lot of sketching. And I try to put them in like funny poses. I find it hilarious that cats are very easy to embarrass. Like, they always look like they're trying to be prim and proper, and then when something happens, it's really unnerving to them. So I kind of try to capture that look in my pet portraits. So I'll keep sketching until I make myself laugh, and then when I make myself laugh, I'm like, yeah, that's it. Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. That was probably maybe the fourth piece I did. So it's cats dressed up as Avengers. I painted that, and then I posted it online, and Robert Downey Jr. actually found it and reposted it to his Facebook page. And my phone was just blowing up, and I'm like, what is this? And then a friend tagged me, and he's like, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man himself, just posted your piece to his Facebook page. I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. I've always had cats all my life. My big muse was Pumpkin. So he was a 16-year-old big orange boy, and he's like older than my kids, and he unfortunately passed away at the end of February, and we were going to wait until fall to get new cats. But then I saw these two guys and I had such a checklist in my mind. I'm like, they have to be male, they have to be orange, they have to be a bonded pair, because Pumpkin used to get so lonely when we would leave him here at home. And these guys just checked all the boxes. And then I showed my husband, and I didn't express that we shouldn't show the kids yet. So he showed the kids, and then I was like, well, that's it. Now we have to get them because the kids are all excited. So, and they've been wonderful, but high energy to go from a senior cat to like 2 one-year-olds. It's crazy. Running my own freelance business, there's a lot of ups and downs. Right now, I think I'm finally in a stage where it's mainly ups. There aren't very many lulls between projects, which is wonderful. I think my secret is just to diversify my income. I've got Geeky Pet, I've got my Etsy shop, I've got client work. I'm actually running paint nights now too. I'm so addicted to learning new things. Like, I really enjoyed trying to learn and master spray paint. I'm still not there yet, but like, I've done maybe 4 or 5 murals now, and 4 of them have been heavily spray painted. And yeah, I want to continue to practice and grow that skill. I end up traveling all over like Canada and sometimes the US doing comic conventions. I usually take my family with me, and it's a lot of fun. And I love meeting people in person and just seeing the squeals of joy when they see my Geeky Pet art. I'm so happy and I'm so joyful to be like just doing what I love every single day.